Hey guys, how you doing? DJ AJ 101 here, and of course the Packers won yesterday on Sunday, beating the Giants, of course by 3 points, which is amazing, as always, right? No, I'm just kidding. But Packers are 12-0. I'm happy. If any of you guys are Packer fans out there like this video, I appreciate it. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, of course, as you can see, I got another little article that I found, and of course, I just wanted to share it with you guys. I thought it was kind of an article. Of course, you can see from the title, Tim Cook's first 100 days at Apple was this past Friday. It was Tim Cook's first 100 days as CEO. And these analysts in this article are basically just trying to compare him to Steve Jobs and what he's done within the first 100 days and kind of the lackluster keynote for the iPhone 4S launch, which is really a lot of kind of, I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the article, especially since I hadn't really given any thoughts on the future of Apple when, of course, Tim Cook officially took over as CEO. I just kind of give my, my vague thoughts, if anything. I can't remember what the heck I did. But I thought I'd give some thoughts here. Like I said, this article is kind of blah. I'll leave a link below if you really want to check it out. It's just kind of some analysts saying, I don't know, let's see what happens, but the iPhone's doing good and whatever. So, of course, Tim Cook is the current CEO, as I just mentioned. He's been the CEO for the past 100 days, and of course, after Steve Jobs passed away, he's kind of the guy that everybody's looking to now at the company, to make the important calls, to make the important last-second decisions, to make the company go forward and keep pumping out blockbuster products. And now, as a lot of people have pointed out and made videos a while back, when Tim Cook became the full-time CEO, quote unquote, and the official CEO of Apple, a lot of people weren't quite sure what would happen to Apple going forward, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, and so on and so forth. I'm still kind of up in the air about what's going to happen. I think Apple's going to have a great 5 years, considering the roadmap that it was already in place by Steve Jobs, as a lot of people have pointed out, is in place for the next at least 5 years. 4 to 5 years, they have the roadmap of products. There's really nothing they can screw up too bad, because basically the main germ is already there, and they just need to keep following steps into improving the products and improving the services that they're working on. Of course, that they'll roll it within the next 3 to 5 years, and we'll see what happens. But after the next 5 years, it's really going to determine what happens with Apple. I think for the immediate future, probably within the next 5 to 10 years, after of course the next 4 years come along, and Steve's ideas really aren't pushing Apple in the direction that he would feel is best. It's going to be up to Tim Cook. It's going to be up to all the senior VPs, like Phil Schiller, as well as Johnny Ive, their brilliant designer, Scott Forstall of iOS, and all the other brilliant people on Apple's board to really kind of, collaborate and really get the company on the track that Steve, probably would have wanted. But I'm sure, he did tell him that. He's like, make sure, just do what's right. Don't do what I would have wanted to do. But, they're trying to do it for Steve and trying to push it in the direction and just make the company succeed and do great work, as Steve always loved to quote. So, like I said, I'm pretty confident that Apple within the next 5 years will continue to pump out blockbuster products and products that are just going to innovate and evolve, like the iPhone, the iPad. I guess we'll see what happens with Apple in the future. There's been some talks of some Apple TV, iTV, something like that, that Apple's working on an actual television set, but of course that's still way off. We have no idea. That's just a rumor. So anyways, just my final thoughts. Like I said, I'm confident Apple within the next 5 years will continue to succeed. After 5 years, when the ideas start to come down to the senior VPs, like I just said, the vice presidents on Apple's board, and they no longer relying on Steve's vision ideas that have stretched out this long into the future, we'll see what happens 5 to 10 years from now. I think Apple can succeed, but it's going to be interesting to see how they do it, since they won't have the visionary of Steve's presence there anymore to kind of, be the guiding light and push ideas that he believes will be the future and will be the next big thing, and try and innovate around that, with the magical way he always kind of did. But anyways, guys, what do you think? I've just kind of doubled up myself. I apologize. But what do you guys think? Leave me a comment, send me a message below. I'd love to hear what you guys think is going to happen with Apple in the next couple of years, and what do you think of this article? I think it's kind of, it's too soon to tell, especially in the first 100 days. I think 2 to 3 years will tell a good story, and then even past 5 years will tell an even better story how Apple's going to do. But like I said, just leave me a comment below. Love to hear from you guys. Also, if you'd like to subscribe, I would awesomely appreciate that. It helps me push out great content to you guys. And I'm glad that you guys have been sending me messages and feedback of all the positive remarks. That really helps get me motivated. I want to make videos like this and get you guys involved in more, up-to-date stats and technology stories and reviews on the iPhone and stuff like that. So it's all great stuff. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Rate, comment, subscribe if you like. Awesome, and have a good one. Bye, guys.